So maybe coming back into life, especially if you have small children, can be overwhelming. It can potentially be triggering. And the space that you've allowed yourself in New Life Portugal is very different to the one that you might be going back to with small kids. And it's complicated. So first of all, there's some compassion that's needed in the situation. If you're lucky enough to have a partner that understands your triggers, then it feels a little bit less isolating, a little less overwhelming if you're able to actually have a conversation with your partner about the things that are being triggered. Little kids can be triggering, and it's about creating the space and the boundaries for them and for you while you navigate that. So it's about being clear what sort of boundaries, what sort of behaviors that you're able to handle versus the ones that they are trying to make you handle, right? So you're the adult in this situation. And I'm not saying any of this is easy, but to set up boundaries that are clear so that when you feel or start to feel activated or triggered, that there's something that you can do, that there's some place that you can go to, or there is some sentence or something that you can say to provide that space for you. Or it's a series of sentences that you've already prepared in your mind when you feel that you're being triggered, right? So something that works for you. So, mommy or daddy needs some space right now. Why don't you go play with whatever? Or I'm just going to go off and get a cup of coffee. Why don't you think about the book that you want us to read together, right? So creating some space to give you enough time to breathe through the trigger and to actually understand the emotion that is coming up, actually naming it so that both the person who is being triggered, whether it's a child or an adult, knows that it's being heard and listened to and loved and seen. And then taking the time to do the same with yourself, right? Listening to whatever is coming up in your body, understanding, naming it, making sure that it's like, okay, I'm feeling whatever it is that I'm feeling, and I may have to handle it and deal with it when I remove myself from the situation or in an hour's time. But allowing yourself that time to go, okay, this is triggering, this is uncomfortable, I can't deal with it right now, but I will deal with it when I can.